Hi students, welcome back to All 4 C Learning Chemistry classes. Today we are going to start session 27 of Stoichiometry chapter, and now we are in balancing of redox reactions from the past 3 days, and in this session I am going to end the balance of redox reactions by teaching 2 more examples to you, and then I will switch over to equivalent weight concept. And let me continue the balancing of redox reactions by taking 2 or 3 more examples and write down today's first question. Write along with me from the word, please. FeCN6 4 minus, write down students, and permanganate MnO4 minus gives rise to this side ferric Fe plus 3, Fe plus 3, carbon dioxide, note it down, carbon dioxide, nitrate and Mn plus 2. Mn plus 2. This is a large equation having many products. Now let me balance this reaction first. Okay, please follow carefully. This is cyanide ion. For each cyanide ion you can take -1, -6 equal to -4. So iron oxidation state here is +2. Here again for carbon and nitrogen I am writing Cn minus, nitrogen -3, whereas carbon is +2. Nitrogen -3, carbon is +2, total -1. Charge comes on cyanide ion, Cn minus. Okay, now this very familiar to us, permanganate +7, here this side +3 for iron, so iron is oxidized from +2 to +3, carbon there +2, here carbon +4, so carbon is also undergoing oxidation, nitrogen -3, here nitrogen +5, so it is also oxidizing, permanganate, manganese +7 to +2, it is reducing. Now total 3 elements are undergoing oxidation, iron, carbon and nitrogen, whereas only manganese is undergoing reduction. Let me calculate total increase. Write down students, total increase. Iron +2, 2, +3, 1, only 1. Next carbon +2, 2, carbon +4, chain is 2, but 6 such carbons are there in the species, so 12 you should write total change. Similarly for nitrogen -3 to +5, and the chain is 8 for one species, 6 such nitrogen atoms are there, into 6 you should take 48, total 61. So total increase in the oxidation number is 61 for this reaction. Next decrease I am writing, decrease only for manganese, Mn +7 to Mn +2, that is 5. So that is decrease is 5, increase is 61. We have to reverse the coefficient as usual. So 5 I should write for this, and 61 I have to write for this. No doubt this reaction is in acidic medium, as given acidic medium. Okay, now 5 irons. So 5 Fe2 plus equals Fe3 plus 5 into 6, concentrate students, 5 into 6 30 carbons. So you should write here 30. Okay. 5 into 6. 5 into 6, 30 nitrogens. So you should write here again 30. Next 61 manganese. So manganese that side also you should balance this with 61. Now I have to go for the balance of oxygen on both sides. 61 fours, 244 on left side. Right side, let me calculate. 32 is 60, 33 is 90, 150, that is 254. This is 150. Difference is 94. So you should balance oxygens with water molecules. 94 H2O. Total 188 hydrogens. No hydrogens. So finally you should balance this with 188 H plus ions. See, such large coefficients, but procedure is same. Only thing is, you should be careful while calculation part, especially while doing the calculation part. You should be very cautious, otherwise it may lead to wrong answer. So this is one example which contains large coefficients like 188, 61, 94, 61 like that. And let me go for one more equation. Please note it down and I will go for next one. Okay students, let me write down the next one. You please note it down. Along with me it is better. Please note it down. I am writing here. Concentrate. This is lead azide, cobalt permanganate, gives rise to, what it down students? Cobalt oxide, COO. So small oxygen I am writing. Cobalt oxide, manganese dioxide, Pb3O4, mixed oxide of lead, and nitric oxide NO. Now we have to balance this redox reaction. Okay. Now let me calculate the oxidation number of the species which are changing in the reaction. Students, this is azide ion. I am using the data here. I am writing in concentrate N3 minus. So that's why for these two N3 minus lead is +2. This is N3 minus. For 3 nitrogens it is -1. Concentrate. For 3 nitrogens it is -1. So 3x equal to -1. X equal to -1/3. So for this nitrogen the oxidation state is -1/3. We know permanganate is 1 minus. 3 permanganate, 3 minus. So cobalt here is +3. Permanganate we know manganese oxidation state very familiar to us, +7. Here cobalt oxide just it is +2. Manganese dioxide, manganese +4, Pb3O4 +8/3. Now down here I have written clearly Pb3O4 +8/3, nitrogen here +2. Now increase, decrease, I am going to mention here, please concentrate. For which species oxidation state is increasing? For lead and nitrogen. I am doing here students. For lead here it is +2. For lead it is +8/3. 8/3. So what is the difference? 8/3 -2. That is 2/3. That is the increase in oxidation state of lead. Next, nitrogen from minus 1 by 3 to nitrogen plus 2. Change 2 minus 1 by 3. That is 2 plus 1 by 3. That is 6 plus 7, 7 by 3. For 1 nitrogen, 7 by 3 into how many such nitrogens are there? 6. So total it is 14. So total increase now it is 2 by 3 plus 14. That is 44 by 3. This is total increase is 44 by 3. Now decrease. I am writing here which species it is decreasing. 2 species are decreasing. Cobalt plus 3 2, cobalt plus 2 1. Okay, only one cobalt. Permanganate, manganese plus 7 2, manganese plus 4, that is 3. 3, the change is, but how many such manganese are there? 3. 3 into 3, 9. So net change is 10. So 10, 44 by 3. 10 and 44 by 3. Now, any common factor is there, we can cancel out. This you can take it as 5 cancelling, 2 if we cancel out, 22 by 3. Now 5 write for this and 22 by 3 for this. 5 lead. Oh, where I have to write here? Okay, 5 lead means 5. If I write 5 by 3, 15. So I have to write 5 by 3. Okay, leave it. Now multiply the equation throughout with 3. Better. So 15 Pb N3 twice plus 22 cobalt MnO4 thrice, 3 again, 3 COO plus here I have to write the remaining thing. Let me balance first of all this with respect to coefficients, then I will come down. Okay, no problem. 22 by 3 CO. Here also you please write 22 by 3 COO. Better, right. Next, manganese is there, 22 by 3 into 3. Okay, you can write 22, no problem. Balanced. Okay, next I am going to balance nitrogen. 2 3s are 6, 6 5s are 30. So you write here 30. Let me check whether all the things are balanced or not. 5 lakh. Let me check, students. A complicated equation. 5 by 3 into 3. 5 lakh. Okay. 5 into 2 3s are 6 into 5. 30 nitrogens. Okay, 30 nitrogens. 22 by 3 cobalt. 22 by 3 cobalt. Okay. 22 by 3 into 3. 22 manganese. Okay, 22 manganese. So I have balanced it. Now let me adjust all these things with by multiplying with 3. Then I will go for the calculation for oxygen and hydrogen. Let me do that first. 15 Pb N3 twice, 22 CO MnO4 thrice gives rise to 22 COO plus 66 MnO2 plus 5 Pb3O4 plus 90 NO. 90 NO. Okay, now except oxygen and hydrogen, all the elements are balanced. Now let me balance the oxygen first. 12 into 22. 22 12s. 264. Leave it aside. Now let me do the calculation for oxygen this side. 22 in this. 66 into 2, 132. 5 4s are 20, 90. So 4. 9 plus 2, 11. 11 plus 5, 16. Yeah, 264. Already the equation itself is balanced with respect to oxygen. Simply you can confine this equation to simple oxidation method technique. No need of doing any oxygen and hydrogen balance. The equation itself is balanced. See, same principle, same application. What we have solved number of questions. See how much clumsy the calculation is. So one should be very cautious, especially while doing the calculation. First step, the total increase and total decrease. Fixation is major role. And then you have to reverse and then you have to simplify further such that there will be no fractions in the equation and the simple whole number integers only you have to do. And finally we get the balanced equation without any mistakes. Please note down this. I will go for a special category redox reaction. A special category redox reaction. After finishing off that, next I will go for equivalent weight. Okay. Okay, students, get ready. Let me write the equation first of all, and then I will explain to you. Please get ready. Aluminium plus nitric acid gives rise to aluminium nitrate plus NH4 NO3 plus H2O. That is the equation. No doubt redox reaction. Let me check. Okay. Aluminium 0. In nitric acid, the oxidation state of nitrogen is +5 undoubtedly. Here aluminium +3, nitrate is again +5, nitrate is nitrate, wherever it is. Here for this nitrogen also it is +5. For this ammonium ion, X +4 equal to +1, that is -3. If I ask you to solve this question, what you will do immediately? 0 to 3. Write down 3 for this. Don't write it. Write down 3 for this. Okay, change is here 5 for this. The equation will never be balanced. No doubt. So normal procedure towards reactant side, it is not possible here. Okay. Let me do the balance with respect to right side changes. Please concentrate. 0 to 3. Write down 3 for this. Okay, I am writing, students. Here I am writing aluminium 0 to +3. This is +5 to -3. 8 I will write here, and this change is 3 I will write here. I reverse the coefficients towards product, not towards reactants. Why I am doing like that? After 2 minutes you will understand. Okay. Let me balance now. 8 aluminiums. Okay. 8 into 3, 24 nitrogens. Here 1 plus 1, 2 plus 3, 6, 24 plus 6, total 30 nitrogens. Now, let me do the balance for oxygen. 90 oxygens. Here 9 into 8, 72 plus 9, 81. So 9 is required. So 9 is 2. So hydrogens also automatically balanced. You check it out. 30 hydrogens. 3 4 12 plus 18, 30. Now the equation is balanced. Sir, see, it is 830, it is 83. Now all the previous balanced redox reactions, here almost all the coefficients of reactant species and corresponding product species is almost same. 2MnO4 minus 2Mn plus 2. 5MnO4 minus 5Mn plus 2. Like that we have. But here different. The reason is, okay, aluminum is completely oxidizing. There is no second thought in that. 8 aluminums, 8 zeros and 8 plus 3s. Total change 24 electrons. Okay, clear. But here, out of 30 nitrate ions, 8 into 3, 24 plus 3 nitrates, total 27 nitrates are going as it is from reactants to product side. See, I am writing. Out of 30 nitrates, 27 nitrates are not changing. Only 3 nitrates are changing into 3 ammonium ions. That also I am writing here. Only 3 nitrates are changing into 3 ammonium ions. But the remaining 27 are going as it is. So total spectator ions is equal to 27. So you can cancel out 27 ions blindly on both sides because there is no change in chemical composition. As it is, they are traveling. Only 3 nitrates are reducing from plus 5 to minus 3. So total 24 electrons change. Those 8 ALs are, these 24 electrons are coming from 8 aluminum atoms where they are oxidized into plus 3, losing 24 electrons here, gaining 24 electrons. I have already told you, students, in a balanced redox reaction, the number of electrons lost by reductant should be exactly equal to the number of electrons gained by oxidant. Here aluminum is undergoing oxidation, so it is a reducing agent. 8 moles of aluminum are giving 24 moles of electrons and reducing 3 moles of nitrate ions into ammonium ions. This is the speciality of this equation because all the nitrate are not involving, are not undergoing reduction. Only out of 30 nitrates, only 3 nitrates are undergoing reduction. This is, reduction is partial and oxidation is full. Because all 8 moles of aluminum is undergoing oxidation, but out of 30 moles of nitric acid, only 3 moles of nitrate ions are undergoing reduction. That's why it is not possible just blindly by following the rules towards reactant side. So it is better to follow to the product side for such type of complex redox reactions, where all the species are not involving, all the species of either reactant or either oxidant or reductant are not involved completely in the reduction or oxidation process. Then it is better to go from the product side such that you will get exact balance of redox reactions. This is a detailed discussion about this particular special category type reactions which belongs to our redox reactions only because both reduction and oxidation taking place. So please note it down. That's very, very important area towards advanced level. Then after finishing of this, I will go for equivalent weight concept. Keep the heading, students. Very, very important area we are entering. Equivalent weight linked to many chapters. Please, major application part of redox reactions, and this concept is linked to the second academic year chapter solutions and majorly to electrochemistry chapter, where it plays very, very crucial role, an important role while understanding the concepts of electrochemistry, especially while solving the numericals. It plays an important role. It's equivalent weight, an important area we are entering into. Equivalent weight belongs to stoichiometry chapter. Please concentrate more. First of all, let me explain the definition of equivalent weight. We know atomic weight is fixed for an element, no doubt. Undoubtedly, one can say each element has its own atomic weight. But coming to equivalent weight of an element, may or may not be constant for an element. Of course, for some elements it may be constant, no change, like atomic weight. But for many elements it is variable. It is not constant. It depends on the context, in which way that element is involving in the reaction. So this particular equivalent weight has two different approaches. One is formula approach, another one is conceptual approach. It needs both the approaches, both the formula approach and as well as conceptual approach. Okay, let me explain the definition of equivalent weight now. Please get ready with pen and book and please note it down. I will repeat once, twice, thrice. It is the number of parts by weight of an element. Write down, students. It is the number of parts by weight of an element which can combine with 1.008 parts by weight of WT, weight of hydrogen. I'm repeating once again, friends, very, very important. It is the number of parts by weight of an element which can combine with 1.008, or simply you can write one part, no problem. Parts by weight of hydrogen, or 8 parts by weight of oxygen, note it down, or 8 parts by weight of oxygen, or 35.5 parts by weight of element chlorine, 35.5 parts by weight of chlorine. I am repeating the definition once again. It is the number of parts by weight of an element which can combine with 1.008 parts by weight of hydrogen, or 8 parts by weight of oxygen, or 35.5 parts by weight of chlorine. Means these three elements masses have been taken as reference to fix the equivalent mass of many elements. That's why I have in the beginning itself I told you, equivalent mass of an element may or may not be constant. Okay, it's a relative property for majority elements. So for some elements it is fixed, of course. I will come to that later, not now. Right. So finally they have fixed equivalent mass of hydrogen as 1. Oxygen as 8 and chlorine as 35.5. Fix, like photographic memory in your brain. Don't forget about that. It's utmost important. Everybody should fix in their minds that equivalent mass of hydrogen is 1 gram blindly, and oxygen has 8 grams and chlorine has 35.5 grams fix. Don't forget about that. That is from the definition of equivalent weight. Now, let me go for the formula approach of equivalent masses of different elements. How to calculate equivalent masses of elements, of substances which are involving in reactions and which are behaving in the different manner. Some may behave as oxidizing agent, some may behave as a reducing agent, and same substance can behave as acid and as well as oxidizing agent. Like that, all other formula approach. Let me go one by one. Get ready with pen and book and please note it down. First one, write down. Simply I am writing E, equivalent weight. Nothing. Equivalent weight of element. Write down. GAW, atomic weight, non-atomic weight divided by valency. Valency. I have already told you students, for some elements, equivalent weight may be fixed. Take alkali metals. What is common valency? Only one. So the equivalent weight is fixed. Equivalent weight is fixed. That is GAW by 1. So for alkaline earth metals, secondary group elements, alkaline earth metals, you know very well, valency is only 2. Only +2 oxidation state, maximum valency and oxidation state. Difference is without sign valency, with sign oxidation state. That's the basic difference between valency and oxidation state. GAW by 2. So Al plus 3, aluminium. Aluminum atomic weight we know 27 by, that is 3, that is 9 grams is the equivalent weight of aluminium in that particular Al plus 3. So for example, simply not only for Al plus 3, aluminium mainly forms plus 3 ion only. So common oxidation state you can take, or valence you can take it as 3, 27 by 3, 9 you can write, no problem. Now, let me go for equivalent weight of ion. Equivalent weight of ion. Formula weight. WTM, writing student, don't get confused. Formula weight divided by charge on ion. Only magnitude you have to take. I am going to take modulus. Okay, no need of plus or minus, only magnitude of charge and ion. Okay, let me explain 2 or 3 examples for this. Okay, let me explain. I will give the examples here. Equivalent weight of sulfate ion, SO4 2 minus. Let me do the formula mass first of all. 1 sulfur 32, 4 oxygen 64 plus 32 96. The magnitude of the charge and ion 2 48 plus, that is the equivalent mass of sulfate. Next, equivalent mass of ammonium ion. Let me do the calculation for formula mass of ammonium. Nitrogen 14, hydrogen 4 ones 4, 14 plus 4 18, charge and ion is magnitude 1, so it is 18. Okay, similarly, equivalent weight of phosphate ion PO4 3 minus, phosphorus 30, oxygen 4464, that means 94 by 3. Like that, you can go for this one. Phosphorus 31, I think. It is 95 by 3. You can say. So, oxalate ion, equivalent weight of C2O4 2 minus oxalate ion. Formula weight 2 12s 24 plus 64, 24, 64, 88 by 2, that is 44. Like that you can calculate the equivalent mass of ion based on the formula approach. Please note down this, students. I will continue the equivalent masses, especially the formula approach, in the next session also. We will be in this the calculation of equivalent weight by formula approach only. After finishing off that formula approach, then I will go for conceptual approach, and after finishing off that only we will go for the next area of stoichiometry. And this equivalent weight needs the knowledge of redox reactions, whereas redox reactions need the knowledge of oxidation state. So the second part of the chapter, beginning from oxidation state to the equivalent weight, you should go through the videos regularly in the same sequence, otherwise it will be difficult to follow. Please concentrate this area, very important area we are entering. Okay, I am going to conclude this session with this, and in the next session we will continue the equivalent weight. Thank you.